Hello, Math App students. We're going to work on the next assignment on geometric sequences, finding the common ratio. Now, you might have been able to figure this out from the last lesson, but basically, when we've got a first term, to get to the next one, we multiply it by the common ratio times r. To get to the next one, we multiply it times r again. To get to the next one, you multiply it times r again. To get to the next one, you multiply it times r again. And then you might notice that this one, the second term is times r. The third term is times r squared. The fourth term is times r cubed. The fifth term is times r to the fourth. And basically, the nth term is going to be times r to the power of 1 less than this, because each power is 1 less than the term that it is. The fifth term has a power that's 1 less than the term, which is 5. Okay, so this formula basically says to find the nth term should be equal to a times r to the power of n minus 1. All right, let's look at the first example. -9, 8.1, this. Okay, the first thing I do is look at the first two and I say, okay, -9 and 8.1. Well, you know that 9 times 9 is 81, right? So that's the first thing that I did in my head, that 9 times 9 equals 81. But how do I get 0.81? Well, I'm going to have r is going to have to be 0.9, isn't it? So let's check with my calculator and see. 9 times 0.9, and I'm going to get 0.81, didn't I? So r is going to be 0.9. Now, on the previous notes, what we did was we said, okay, we could take the second one and divide it by this. So what happens if I do 0.81 divided by -9? Oops, sorry, that's supposed to be negative, isn't it? Because it alternates signs. Negative, positive, right? So we should get 0.9, right? 0.81 divided by -9. 8.1 divided by -9, and we get -0.9, right? Okay, so let's look at another example. Okay, find the next terms. Okay, so to get to this, I have to multiply it times 3, right? Times 3, right? Because we know 2 times 3 is 6, right? It's going to give me 6, right? Okay, so that answer times 3 is going to give me 18. So that answer times 3 is going to give me 54. And that answer times 3 is going to give me 162. Okay, let's look at some more examples. -12, -48, 192. Okay, to get to the next one, notice how it's alternating positive, negative, positive. This one's going to be negative, the next one's going to be positive, right? Positive, negative, positive, negative, positive. All right. Now, one of the things we said, okay, what do I multiply to 12 to get to 48? Like I said, I could do -48 divided by +12, or I could do 192 divided by -48. Both of these methods are going to give us our common ratio. Let's try it. What is 48 divided by 12? we know that that's 4, isn't it? And since one of them's negative and one of them's positive, it's going to be negative 4. Now what is 90? What's 192 divided by 48? It's also negative 4. So you know that I can take the second divided by the first to get to r, the third divided by the second to get to r, and I can always take the next one to find the r. All right, so now we know that r equals negative 4, right? So to get the next one, I can multiply it times negative 4. What's 192 times negative 4? I get negative 768. And I take that answer and times negative 4. And then I get 3,072. All right, this should help you with your homework. Good luck, Mustangs.